Hello. Hello. How's everybody? I'm good.
I look like I'm stoned, and
I mean, he probably
it
is.
could be. It's always a possibility.
It's Friday.
Hi.
It's Friday. I've got little eyes.
Uh-huh.
I got little eyes. And she left. Damn. God, that's so sad.
We got
Okay.
Hey y'all and
Hey y'all. Bye y'all. Welcome to Relationship Rehab. I am Lee. This is my wonderful husband, Paul.
Mm-hmm. Who's really tired and just lumpy and maybe a little cranky and gonna rub my ears, and I'm hungry. Go ahead.
So incredibly unprofessional.
It is.
Welcome to Relationship Rehab, where we're going to be discussing everything having to do with relationships, all in one session.
Really?
I'm calling it a session now, apparently.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So,
It's 50 minutes, and then I'm going to charge you a lot of money.
So one of us is doing a session, and the other one is rubbing their ears.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're in for a show today.
Yeah. And I'm drinking from my Prozac cup, which should scare everybody.
Yes. It's never a good thing.
Never a good thing. Penguins and Prozac.
Mm.
Not a good day at a relationship rehab. Yeah, last night was bad in the sense that the two of us were like still chit-chatting at around 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. Never a good thing.
Doing the whole, are you sleeping? No.
Vinny, can you make more coffee? Thank you. Children's home.
Slave labor.
Yeah.
And she left the room again. And, so 4 o'clock in the morning, still doing the chit chat. You're not sleeping. I'm not sleeping.
Yeah.
We are less than a month out from moving.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
Well, let's see. We have to do the since last we met thing.
Oh, since last we saw each other,
like
yes, it's been a week.
Week?
It's been a week.
You did this last night?
We didn't do it last week. We did it
Okay.
the week before that. Since we last saw each other, Paul has been to Colorado with our daughter.
Yes.
And handled her stuff for school.
Yes.
And Paul got his MBA.
I got my MBA. Yes.
And very proud of him. And
now I'm a book.
I'm a book. And very happy about that. Congrats. You see, I got it.
Thank you.
And yeah, I've been feeling a little bit. Yesterday I got very kind of upset because I don't think that people really get that we're leaving in less than a month. Thank you. We we're trying to make plans with people, and they're like, oh, we can't do it then, we can't do it. And I get people are busy and stuff, but don't tell me, one day that, oh, please don't go, and then the next day tell me, oh, I ain't got time to see you. Well, you don't have time to see me. I have this many days. That's it. So it's annoying,
But I also do, that's why I was telling Lee actually before the show, is I understand that they don't have the little calendar that we do. They're not waking up every single day going, okay, it's 1 month from yesterday, and okay, now we have to pack this room, and, we're leaving soon, and all that kind of stuff. We're doing that every single day now because, we're in countdown mode. They don't have that.
Right.
They're going to work and doing all that stuff, and they will just wake up one day and realize, oh shit.
I mean, I think my mom and dad get it.
Yeah.
My mom and dad get it. I mean, they were over yesterday. My mom dropped off some stuff and cried.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not fair because I'm tired today, so I can't really just rein it in. Anyway, so it's weird time. Paul has been packing like a madman, so we are, and Jeannie's been packing like a mad girl.
Yes.
So we are literally probably 3 or 4 days out of finishing.
Yeah. I mean, once I finished
Yeah.
my MBA, then I suddenly had this time on my hand. So it's like, okay, time to pack.
We have thrown out so much stuff. You know, we're gonna be, doing like a massive yard sale, but honestly, I really don't care. You know, it's like just take the crap. I'd prefer people just came over and just took it, because the idea of sitting outside in 90 something degree heat, waiting for someone to come and buy it, sounds miserable. And it has been so ungodly hot here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Miami's doing the final FU to get out,
Yes.
and that's fine. Can't wait. So, where are we?
Oh, and you're done cooking.
Oh yeah, I'm done
Talk
cooking.
about that too.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Most of you know that I would do cooking for my sister and brother-in-law's retreat center, and as of Monday, I was done. And that means that no more, cooking 5,000 meals and stuff like that. And at the same time, the oven broke down, so I have no more oven. And it's like we could barely cook in the house now. It's like we broke everything before we left. So, which is great.
So that's where we're at.
So
now.
that's where we're at. Emotionally, today is kind of a drained day.
Yes.
We're tired and
I'm actually not certain whether I want to even think about any moving stuff, or whether I'm just going to, nap and play computer games.
That was
nice,
that
but,
was
yeah.
suggested.
Yeah.
That was on the table,
And
might want to discuss that later.
yeah.
So, what's happened this week? This week, let's see, on the 21st at midnight, Anthony Weiner resigned from Congress because of some unpleasantness.
Apparently he thought it was pleasant at the time.
Yes. Yeah, very pleasant for him. But, okay, so for those of you who've been living under a rock, Anthony Weiner was a congressman from New York who had a proclivity of taking pictures of himself in various states of undress and sending it to people. One of them, the one that initially got him in trouble, was a picture of his erect penis in his underwear that he tweeted to all of his followers. Now, I have no idea how many followers he has. I refuse to even go to his Twitter page. Supposedly,
But if he has more than one, then it's a problem.
But, so he was supposedly trying to send it to one girl, but it ended up going to everybody. And even the one girl that he was sending it to wasn't necessarily somebody he was in relationship with. Now, just so that we're clear, nobody has come forward to say he's had sex with anybody.
Right. This is true.
Okay? The only thing that this guy is guilty of is sending semi-pornographic, softcore porn kind of pictures of himself, except for that one picture supposedly that those radio guys had, which is supposedly his penis, but you don't know if it is or not. I mean, because there's no pictures of his face in that.
Yeah.
So, but now that it is, I mean, the one that he tweeted out was him, and that's not a question of whether or not it's him. So, then the other thing he's done is do Facebook chats.
Yeah.
And if you've gotten a second to watch Bill Maher and Jane Lynch do a dramatic reading of that, you have to look it up. It's funny. It's so disturbing to know that this was a Facebook
if I
chat.
thought about it, I would have.
I know,
put it on
seriously.
there.
And even that, it's just so raunchy that why would we have put this on here? The stuff that they talk, about. I'm not a prude, but even I was like, holy crap, that's between two people who never had sex.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were just chatting.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't even use like those nice literary euphemisms and such for it. No.
No, it was, you know.
It was pretty base.
It was very base. Extremely base. But anyway, this is a married man. His wife is pregnant, who's carrying on with women much younger than himself. Now, prior to being married, he's only been married a couple years. Prior to being married, the guy was a player. He was known for being a super duper player and going out there, and he had they had what do they call them, like his wiener gals, you know, where he had all these, you know, girlfriends and all sorts. I mean, like, you know, newscasters and all these, you know, different kinds of women were his babes. He actually sponsored a bill. I was reading up on him this week, obviously, that would allow 10,000 more visas for foreign models to come to the United States. Like, you know, obviously, he like the girls. So, so is he a pig or is he a victim of society? You know, it's like, poor guy. It's not like he was cheating on his wife, and even if he was, hey, it's none of our business. Is he a victim?
Both?
Yeah, I think he is both. I think he's totally both. Is he a victim? I have a hard time with that word. Was he railroaded in a sense? Yeah. You know, I mean, to resign because of all this, it was a major distraction, and I think that as a political figure, this kind of stuff kind of, you know. No, actually, the mail order wife is Hillary Clinton's assistant. And she's like one of these like killer, you know, assistant ladies, and yeah, she actually has a very good resume. And she does look like that, but she's actually, you know, hell on wheels according to everybody's thing, you know, because now they're calling her this poor victim, and it's like, no, this woman is. They actually said, you know, some of the people that wrote about this actually said that his wife is scarier than Hillary Clinton. So, you know, you gotta figure, you know, and then according to him, according to Wiener, she knew what she was getting into. That he had this thing that he liked to do, that he liked to, you know, have sex chats on the computer, you know, that this is something that got him off. Now, that these people didn't realize that this was an issue, that this was, you know, why he would need to do that. You know, this is the kind of stuff that pisses me off as an addiction professional, you know, and for people to even say things like, oh, sex addiction isn't really addiction. Now, granted, you know, in the next diagnostic statistical manual, sex addiction will not be in there. However, the stuff around sex addiction is there.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
basically, it's going to be there.
It's going to be there. It's just not going to be called sex
addiction.
Right. But there's a certain obsessiveness about what he was doing.
Right.
You know, regardless of you know, what you want to call it, the guy has a problem. You know, I mean, here is, you know, whether he was doing it for power, whether he was doing it just to get off, he has an issue. And I don't think that excuses his behavior, but I think that we really need to look at this because a lot of people have this problem nowadays. Mm-hmm. This whole taking your photograph in the bathroom thing.
One of the things that we talk about, like when, you know, in the therapies that we've done and that kind of stuff, there's like one good question. It's, what is the purpose of your communication? Now, texting is a form of communication. So if you're shooting, you know, penis pictures or booby pictures at somebody, what is the purpose of your communication? What are you trying to tell that person?
Mm-hmm. You know, sending, like when he tweeted out a picture of his erect penis in his underwear, or what I like to call a junk shot,
Mm-hmm.
to all of his Twitter followers, it's very similar to a guy in a trench coat flashing people in a park.
Yeah.
There is nothing, I mean, we'd like to think that, it's like people are so disconnected from these things that they like to believe that that has nothing to do with it. Let's just say my ex used his phone like a sex machine. Yeah, he is exposing himself. This guy Wiener was exposing himself to unwanted, to people who didn't necessarily want to see that. And I'm guessing that all of his followers aren't, college students like the one that supposedly that he was trying to send it to. I'm guessing some of them were like actual congressmen or people like that, and that he sent that to them. He gets off on it. I mean, he must have had an erection for the last month, knowing that basically the whole country was looking at him in one way or another. Different relation, even not, yeah. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, think of this is very sad, but like the concept for chat roulette was a brilliant concept. It was a beautiful concept. The idea of people from all over the world being able to randomly connect and discuss things and get to know each other, and form a connection from around the world. And what it became was this penis crapshoot that if you got on there, you would see 20 penises within the first minute, because all these guys exposing themselves, and what it was a venue to be an exhibitionist, and exhibitionism is something diagnosable, is something that is a sexual deviance that needs treatment, because it's against the law, number one, and number two, you are offending and abusing somebody. It's like not everybody wants to see you. Most people don't want to see you. And and I just find it very interesting. This, it's like everybody's got, it's like you look at, in the last couple of years, you have Vanessa Hudgens with her titty pics and stuff like that. Miley Cyrus and her pictures. What is it? Blake Lively. Like, am I saying that right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago, also with her pictures that she's never admitted to. She doesn't admit that it's her, and the jury's still out for me, because I don't know if exactly that's her. So I don't know. But, why would you do this? Why would you stand in front of a picture?
It helps your career. Yes.
Why would, no, but seriously,
why would anybody? Out any moment
I know,
now.
seriously. Why would anyone stand in front of, okay, this is what you need to look at. It's like if you want to jump into a therapist's mind, this is what you do. You look at stuff like this. You're like, okay, what possesses someone to get in front of a mirror? And it's always a bathroom mirror, obviously, because that shows a certain amount of you. And the lighting is, tends to be a little bit more flattering, because we don't put like surgical lighting in there. And take a picture of yourself in the mirror. Why would you do that?
See how good you look.
You could already see how good you look. So it's not a question of, oh no, I want to see myself. Well, no, you can already do that. That's what the purpose of a mirror is. To take your picture like that, and then to send it to people or to post it. I don't know. I have a hard time with that.
Some of this I know started with like what do they call it? The bro pics. Basically they were, like bodybuilding timelines where it's like, okay, my arms are this big in 2010, and then a year later they're this big, and let's follow the progression. And then they
Right.
kind of
Because
turned
bodybuilders don't have any kind of issues.
yeah, right. And then they became more and more sexual. They went from that clinical, my arms are, are disproportion to the rest of my body kind of stuff, to, and don't you want them?
Well, I mean,
Don't
they
that
have a
look
whole
good?
website dedicated to this. Was it Guys with iPhones,
Yeah.
which is a hookup site for gay men. And all they do is take pictures of themselves in the bathroom, the same bullshit that that we're talking about. And this is where I am. It's almost like a Foursquare kind of thing where this is where I am. This is my picture, and hook up with me.
Mm-hmm.
There's such. It's just so gross. Okay, now I want to be very clear,
Yeah.
because I think in a committed relationship, I don't have a problem with this.
I hope not. Well, I sent her pictures, if you will.
You've never sent me pictures.
Well, they weren't sent. They
No,
were
no, this was before we even had
photographed.
iPhones.
Yeah, that's right.
But I still have the pictures, obviously. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna put them out. Maybe I will.
That's right.
Get you all famous and
Yeah.
stuff. But it's like a 20-something-year-old body.
Yeah, it's true.
It was long ago,
Long ago.
and some pictures were not very flattering.
No. Yeah, most, I would say.
But yeah, I mean, a couple weeks before we were married, my birthday, he made a poster. I mean, not a poster. He made a calendar of himself for me, and the calendar was, what is it? One gorgeous man a month for your fantasies. It's right there, by the way, because I have to pack it. I pack it very,
Yeah.
that nobody could see this. And it's the rest of the pictures are in there, right at my feet. Notice they are close to me, so I am protecting them. They're not pictures of his penis or anything like that. They were, well, most of them were not pictures of that, because sometimes he messed
Okay,
up.
you need to realize, basically I was going for like a beefcake poster thing, calendar thing.
He weighed 135 pounds back then.
Yes.
Beefcake wasn't
There wasn't much
necessarily
beef to
more
it,
like
but
toothpick.
hey. And this was the day, before the technology that we have now, where you can, take your digital camera, snap off a bunch of pictures, and, upload it to a place that will do calendars for you.
Right.
And no. This was, I had to get, old school, with the film and that kind of stuff. Get the film developed.
By
make
little,
it to the
by
right
little
size.
Asian women in
Right.
Torrance. Yeah.
Paste it onto something, make color copies, and have it bound.
This was a big deal.
Yes.
So it's like lots of people in the South Bay area got to see this.
Probably.
So,
Yeah.
but that was, he gave this to me 2 weeks before we got married. Now, granted, had the marriage not worked, he'd have been pretty screwed.
Yeah.
So the idea of doing these kind of things is, you have to trust
Mm-hmm.
the person. Now, I know that after that, when you gave that to me, then you took pictures of me,
Yeah.
and you lost those.
Hmm?
And you lost those.
I don't know whether I lost them or, kind of got rid
You
of them
lost
because
them.
you made me.
No. No, you said you couldn't find them anymore.
And I lost them. They're floating around somewhere.
Okay. It was only 2 pictures,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
2 pictures. God knows where they are.
Hmm.
He did that.
Yeah.
But then again, I was 22, 23? 22,
See, the thing
23.
is-
I was trying to my 23rd birthday.
The reason why I brought up the purpose of your communication thing is because that is where, it's like,
Lost is
I
not
don't-
better than thrown away. Lost means that somebody can find them. I'm okay with thrown away, if But yeah, no. Lost is like, but it was a 23-year-old Lee body. That's okay.
Yes, right.
That was okay. That one I'm kind of proud of.
But it's like we were doing it for a purpose. See, I have no problem with the people who, they were whatever married or they'd been together a long time, and then and then they divorce, and like, the husband released it out of spite. You kind of go, okay, that sucks. That's really mean. But I can't say that the person had, that
What an idiot for doing it.
Right. No, this is something,
Shit happens.
Shit happens, right? It's that, wiener's not that category.
No.
Okay. This kind of taking pictures, this angle so that you can see, boobs if you're a woman, or, down here so you can see the junk, if you're a guy. That's a whole different category. That's a different message. That is not, I want to be with you forever.
Yeah.
And boy, isn't this fun. We're going to see, we can talk about this, when we have grandkids kind of stuff. It's like, no.
You're going to tell your grandkids you send junk pictures to your wife?
Yes. Gotta teach them right.
Oh,
this
is why I keep him with the crappy phone. If I keep him with a crappy phone, he doesn't even know how to take pictures with it. That's the thing. I don't know that one.
Yeah. Oh no, you need to explain that one. I don't
Yeah,
know this
explain
one.
that one. I don't understand that one.
Yeah,
I'm already grossed out.
Yes.
Look, there was something. Oh, she took a picture of that. Nasty.
Yeah, lovely.
Nasty. It's funny to me that, but all of that stuff. It's like, who the hell wants to see it?
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's, God, it just drives me crazy every time I see this shot of women, that they're taking this shot of themselves, which is that pouty, like, oh, look at me, I'm a little schoolgirl, and look, I have cleavage.
Okay, and you need to realize that there is a reason for that. Part of that angle is one, that's a cleavage angle. That is also the angle that a man would see if
you're
woman,
blonde.
right? Okay, that is the.
And it's the.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Where the hell did that become sexy? God, it just drives me nuts because it's like, okay, I'm thinking of, first of all, like Miley Cyrus, who I can't stand anyway, and if she was like sucked into a black hole in the universe and never to be seen again, I'd be okay with that. That girl, I mean, seriously, she's what? One shot away from being Lindsay Lohan. She's too much. It's just way too much. And this is what these young girls are thinking is sexy. This is what these young girls think is like, oh, wow, this is what guys like. Well, I think the majority of the men don't want to know that the girls are skanks and sending pictures of themselves everywhere. And why would, this is, something I wrote about this week. Why would you send a picture of like that to a man who you want to date? This is not, I mean, it's kind of like going to a butcher shop and looking at a side of beef. Because this isn't about dating anymore. This is about screwing.
Yes.
This is like, wouldn't you like to have this? It's like, that's not the point of dating. The point of dating is to create a relationship. And then afterwards, if you want to have sex, then great, fantastic, enjoy yourself. But the idea of selling yourself through the physicality, selling yourself through the image of you performing fellatio or look at my cleavage and doing things like that is so debasing. And I think that the biggest thing that we have going here is the disconnect. We are completely disconnected from our own images. That we are taking pictures of ourselves through a mirror. Now, right there, you're already disconnected. You're not getting that that's you.
Right.
When you're taking a picture of yourself in a mirror, you've already disconnected yourself from the process. Then you send that to somebody. Now, the reason why they're easily sent to people is because you're not seeing their reaction. It's not like you're like taking a picture of yourself and then going around to your friends, hey, look at my picture. No, you're not doing that. You're taking the picture, you're texting it, or you're posting it on Facebook, or you're putting it wherever the hell you want to, sending it to a potential boyfriend, girlfriend. And then and it's out there in the ethos. It's in, it's in the ether, wherever it could possibly land. you know, or everywhere. In the case of like Cyrus or Vanessa Hudgens or Wiener and everything else, you're not connected to that picture anymore. However, you get thrills out of that. You know, the idea that all these people are looking at that body that supposedly belongs to you. You're disconnected from that. You're not watching what people's reactions are, so it doesn't mean anything to you. Now, for example, if those pictures that he took of me 22 plus years ago ever surfaced on the internet and they came back to be like, okay, this is you, you know, how would I feel about it? Would I be connected to the reactions? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, I wouldn't be. You know, would I be upset because, oh my God, you've broken my trust, whatever? It's like, no, I wouldn't be, because it's so long ago and it's not really me. If these pictures from these people, they don't know what the reaction is. They don't know how people are feeling about it. Therefore, they don't feel that oh my God, everybody knows now.
Yeah, and there's also the, you know, big part of that disconnect is that there isn't any reality. It's a reality. Is that there's no. What was it? Shit. I just
visceral
went
thing?
blank. I just. Boing.
What are you trying to say?
My brain just went. I don't remember where I was about to go. Go ahead,
Okay.
keep talking. I'll come back to that.
Well, I mean, if
I just lost
I
it.
can go this way with it, but I mean, there's a certain, it's very visceral to see somebody react.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Okay, okay.
It's off topic.
What's up? Okay. I'm sorry, but good question. I don't know. I mean, what kind of DJ are you? We are talking about the wiener stuff.
Okay.
So, a radio DJ, just a regular radio DJ. And they seem off-put by your
Now I
job?
remember what I was about to say.
Oh, you're a public icon. Sort of.
Yeah.
Speak. Okay. Where are you meeting women? If you're meeting women at events from your radio DJing, that's why. Don't meet women there.
What was that? How do
Because
I go about being wild? What do you mean by wild?
That they're fucking drunk. Well, you know, that's the whole point. That, you know, you're not about mating a wife, you're just about hooking up with somebody. They aren't real.
No.
They aren't real. They're
That's
drunk.
right. And that's where I was about to go. I just
Okay.
realized, okay. So, when we're taking the pictures of ourselves, you know, when people are taking pictures of themselves and sending it out, you know, when the woman is doing the I will blow you picture, they would never do that in real life. They would never, you know, most women, let's put it that way, the ones that don't have real severe mental health issues, are not going to walk into a bar and announce in a loud voice, hey, I'm looking for somebody to blow. It's just, you know, okay?
You don't announce it, but,
Yes.
you know.
I mean, if women were doing that all the time, the bars would be even more packed than they are, okay? I mean, that would take a whole new meaning to ladies' night and that kind of stuff, you know. But that is the message that
Right.
we're willing to
I'm
portray.
easy.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
You know, and then turn back around and can't figure out why.
Why you can't have a relationship?
Yeah, right.
Why doesn't he love me? Why doesn't he
Yes.
call me back? Because you're a whore.
Yes, you did what you said you were going to
exactly. I mean, that's what drives me nuts. It's like, why doesn't he respect you? Let's see. You send pictures of your cleavage, making the pouty face, like you're blowing him, and you don't know why he's not calling you back.
Yeah.
Because he's wondering how many times you've sent that picture out.
Mm-hmm. And even
Same way
not
that-
even that.
And
I
then
mean,
guys, but the converse is, you know, why would a girl look at a guy's package and go, oh my God, this is the father of my child. I want him. You know, forever and ever. It's like, there's no, if you're looking for a real relationship, that's not how you do it.
Right.
You know, you don't meet people, you know, it's kind of like a therapist telling me, oh, I can't meet anybody. You know, the only guys I meet are my clients. go out.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your dating pool.
Right.
You need to move out of that situation
Mm-hmm.
and meet decent human beings.
Right.
You know, I mean, granted, my story's a little weird because I met my husband at my front door.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
And it happens.
yeah.
You know. But
Rarely,
like our
but-
DJ friend here who's saying that he's meeting girls at gigs. Well, probably not the best place to if you're actually looking for a relationship. You know, if you're looking for something a little bit more than, you know, a blowjob in a bathroom, then that's probably not the right place to be dating, to be looking for a real relationship. You know, if you're at the point in your life when you're ready to move to, you know, that next step, to, you know, I actually want to find somebody I love. I actually want to, you know, start thinking about, you know, for a guy, you know, about being a father and a husband and not being
husband
some,
and father.
you know,
Let's go there.
yeah, husband.
Let's
and
try to be a
father,
little more
okay.
traditional.
Yeah, that's okay. Husband and father, you know, something.
Not that way.
You know, something more than just this. Then, you know, then yeah, at gigs, probably not the right place. You know, the drunk chick over there who's, you know, making pouty faces and
Texting you that
texting
she's
you.
willing to do all sorts of.
Yeah.
See, that's you know.
probably not the mother of your child.
Yeah.
Well, maybe might be the mother of your child, but that's just an
That's
accident.
different. That's different. You know, there's a certain disconnect to the vulnerability. You know,
Mhm.
when we take our clothes off in front of another person, we are actively allowing ourselves to be vulnerable with somebody else. This is a sign, you know, this is not, if you are actually in your body and you're present, this is a big deal.
Mhm.
Okay? This is I am inviting you into this inner circle. This is a boundary that I am allowing you to get past. Okay? When we disconnect ourselves from that experience and take a picture of ourselves and then post it or send it out in a text, we have disconnected ourselves from the vulnerability.
Mhm.
But we haven't disconnected ourselves from the integrity of it.
Right.
Therefore, whether we like it or not, there's going to be shame attached to it.
Mhm.
Because, you know, we say things like, oh, you know, it's no big deal, it's just my body, la 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 la. It is a big deal. Because when somebody abuses that body, when somebody, you know, does things to that body, you feel the reaction to it. You know, I'm pretty sure that Wiener probably thought it was pretty cool for the first week that everybody was talking about his dick.
Mhm.
Everybody's talking about his dick. Is that his dick? Wow, that's a pretty impressive dick. You know, blah 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 blah. I can't lie. The guy had an impressive dick. He did.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
But beyond that, when they started getting into, okay, and you know, he can deny it all he wanted to, but it's like, then it was no longer exciting when people started, you know,
What a pig.
what a
or
pig and all
yeah,
that. All of a
He's
sudden,
weird.
the shame came in because of what he was doing.
Mhm.
You know, it's like he just exposed himself to the world, and then he started getting off, and then the shame comes in because now the world knows
Right.
that he has this dirty little secret.
Mhm.
You know, now the world knows the size of his penis, and that's not a secret that he can keep anymore. That's where the vulnerability led to the shame.
Mhm.
You know, for a while there, he wasn't going to resign. He was like, no, I could do this, no problem. His constituents didn't want him to resign. They wanted him to stay.
Mhm.
And then at some point, he must have done the whole, I can't. Because forevermore, I will be the dick.
Yes.
You know?
Mhm.
And, you know, like, and yes, it's so, you know, interesting that his name is Wiener and all that. But that's, you know, that's how he will be known forevermore. And that's where the shame is. and I don't think that people are getting the profundity of this. Is what he did Clinton bad? No. In my opinion, absolutely not. I mean, Clinton had a woman in the Oval Office and he was sticking a cigar in her. Okay? Married man doing this to a young girl. Jacking off on her.
Yeah.
It's like they actually had, on TMZ, they had, all the sex scandals. Harding had another kid. Roosevelt would have like 20, 30 women.
Yeah.
JFK with Marilyn Monroe. All these things. Is what he did that bad? No. I think that what it is it's worse for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Will he get over it? No. Not for a long time. Will his marriage survive it? I don't know how he's going to do in therapy. I mean, he's in treatment now.
Wasn't it Dr. Joyce Brothers who wrote the thing about shame?
Yes, it was.
Yes, okay, which we very much agree with. Her basic points, and ours too, is that shame as a way of being is a bad thing. We don't want to live our life in shame. We don't want to live a reactionary life based around shame. So we try to not feel that way all the time. But a little normal shame is expected in our society, and it's a good thing.
But it's also what stops you from doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Do you have sex in public? Most of us don't.
No.
There's a little bit of shame involved in that.
Right.
I don't want everybody to see me doing that.
Yeah. And the thing is, I have some voyeuristic tendencies.
Not voyeuristic, exhibitionist.
I mean, exhibitionist tendencies, sorry. Yes. But even that is tempered with some nice kind of logical shame. It is I don't want everybody to see. It's also an idea of, I do understand, law and reaction. See, that's, okay, Andrea's right. She was talking about she wrote, where you meet girls depends on the type of girl you want to meet. It's not brain surgery. None of this is brain surgery. There might be a lot of complexities around it, but the center of it is very linear. It is very action reaction. The message, you send a message. If the message is, I'm going to blow you, the reaction is, I'm going to get blown. I want to be blown. That is what the relationship that you have just created. Okay?
And if you're just tuning in, you're watching Relationship Rehab here on Mingle Media TV with Lee and Paul from Coupledom.
Hey. The reaction is very direct. Don't be looking for the things around it. If you're sending out pictures of yourself, people are going to see that. That's the reaction.
Right.
I mean,
Don't get upset. I mean, that's what really pisses me off. It's like, you're upset?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think was going to happen? You just sent a naked picture of yourself, Miley Cyrus, to some guy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he's going to put it out there. He has no duty to protect your integrity. That's your job.
Right.
Protect your integrity.
Now, you're sending something to your husband, your wife, of 20 years, and they turn around and start
and they
throwing
send it to
people?
everybody? Well, then, be pissed.
Then, yes, and
ahead,
rightfully so. I mean, that is
Notice, I'm not grabbing his pictures and showing them to you. Okay, I have them right here at my fingertips. I could literally lean over and grab those pictures. Okay, I know you want it. I know you want to see it. I know you want to see it. But I would never do that because, I'm in a committed relationship with him. I am not protective, but I am honoring him, and it's not my job to show his junk.
Yes, right.
It's not. So, and so...
Honestly, if there was one that's not too much, I'm okay with you showing it.
I don't remember. Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah, see? Realized there was,
no.
definitely not that.
No.